Okay, that's new. But cool. All right, guys. So those who don't know me, guys, my name is Brandon Stringer. I'm the CEO of FX Social. And guys, I'm always striving to improve FX Social. I always want to make it better and a better experience. And there are people who've been with me since, before I even had Telegram, where I only had a membership site, to where I even had ClickFunnels even. It's just a lot of transition, guys. But, where life begins, there's always going to be improvement from the beginning, right? So I'm always continuously going to keep adding value. Like, this is just the beginning. I'll tell you some stuff I'm adding later. But we're now want to kind of focus on the automation. So before we do, let's look at some signals real quick. Looking for the Discord. I had it up here. Oh, there it is, right here. So, as you know, guys, we have three different signal groups. We have chart. Tell me between the three groups, for those who copy and paste the trades, which one do you mainly take? Do you take chart and trade ideas? Do you do Pip King, or do you do gold and stock? All of them, chart and chill, gold only, Pip King, but trying to learn them all. Not sure, trying to decide which one. Pip King, all of them. Pip King and chart and chill, all of them. Cool. The gold undefeated. Cool. Cool. Like, that's why I like having. I always say, you know what? I want to diversify, just give people different things. Because there are gonna be people who want different stuff, right? So that's why I wanted to kind of like just add as much as possible. I didn't want to add too many signal providers where it got confusing, but I wanted to add, some type of portfolio. I'm actually working on two more signal providers, but that's in the near future. Now, chart and chill, I'm going to explain these three signal groups, and then we're going to go into the automation real quick. So, chart and chill, guys, I think this, for people who understand trading and want to learn trading or already know how to trade, I think appreciates chart and chill the most, mainly because if you just watch how they trade, you look at their charts, and you study how they trade, this is more like an educational signal group more than just a random signal group. They tell you why they're taking trades. They tell you what's going on. And if you just keep paying attention, taking notes, you really are learning from chart and chill. Like, let me know in the chat box if you have learned from chart and chill in some way, shape, or form. So, and what I like about chart and chill is they do really low risk trades, high reward. T says yes, right? So, like, guys, the low risk trades that they do is amazing, right? And so I like this style of alerts because a lot of people can't do these types. There are a lot of people who can't do these type of alerts. And I think these are one of my favorite alerts because only certain people are going to value this. And hopefully after watching this webinar, you might look more into this group also because you can learn a lot and you can make a lot of money, right? And so I think that it's important to have at least one signal group where it's not always about winning, but it's about improving yourself as a trader. So I think one of the best ways is if you can become really good at copying and pasting, but your copy and pasting is based off of someone telling you why they're taking trades, and you keep watching it over and over. Do you guys agree that, eventually you're going to kind of develop the mindset of the person that you're learning from, right? So I think it's important to have that type of trade. Yeah, it got start, and again, it might come off confusing at the beginning as a newcomer. So we're going to have this video recorded. I want to make sure people watch this video when they first start. But GBP AUD, USD CHF TP1. Now, if we go and look at my metro form, I'm just going to show you one real quick. We had a sell stop. It called a sell stop. And this is automation. Oh. This is automation, right? So just like we caught USD-CHF for sell stop on the automation, it did a sell stop for this. It opened the trade right here and it closed out on TP1. We call it GBP AUD trade. In here, we meant to put it in here, but we was like, well, whatever. It closed out 28 pips. If you look at MetaTrader 4, it closed out, hit take profit, right? If we look at all the history, this was the automation right here. What we took on TP1 was all on here. So when we win, oops, as we were winning trades, USD CAD hit 24 pips. What happened on here? USD CAD, $33. When we lose a trade, you know, CAD JPY. Did it lose? We forgot to update it. But yeah, when we lose a trade, we lose a trade. But when we win, we win. So look, as you can see, this is TP1s only. Now, this is just a little dummy account because we had it. This is something because we want to do a dollar. We were just showing, we were doing like a certain risk management to show you guys. But just to give you an example, guys, what we're working on next is who will be interested in this. This is another setup we're going to do for you. So you're going to be able to choose eventually. So we do TP1 only. Right now, what we're going to add is TP2 also, where it's going to only aim for TP2, but it's going to automatically move your stop loss to break even when TP1 is hit to keep your trade safe. So some people might want TP1 only. Some people might want TP2 and just to let move the stop loss to break even. So everyone, like I said, I try to offer everything and give people different things to choose from to see what they want to use. You know, everyone's different, right? So, you know, some people, and what's cool about the stuff, guys, is that you can pick from multiple channels. So the next thing I want to talk about is this. We have multiple channels. What did you use? So again, multiple channels. So the 7K one. There's another one we have. It's called Swing Trader. He trades regular pairs and he trades indices. And so with the indices, the thing is, I suggest having a decent size account. I would say like 2,000 plus. 1,000 plus would be cool too, but I'll say really 2,000 to be safe. But he trades indices, right? And indices make you way more money, but they're also more dangerous, right? So yeah, we took a 10,000 account to 7,000 because we caught like 5,000 pips, like 6,000 pips. Now, they're pretty fast because generally they trade fast moving pairs. Only anyway. What pairs and time frame? They just trade all Forex pairs. Now, I'm not really sure the time frame matters for them because they just trade different time frames. They're not educating you on how to trade. You literally just copy and paste it. It doesn't matter what time frame when you trade it. The only people that really matter when it comes to time frame is the one that's educating you on why they're taking the trade, which is Chart and Chill. Now, you can copy all three of these people's trades. The swing trader is already added. So I'm going to go back to the next part of this lesson, right? So in the members lounge, for you to set the automation up. Yes. So someone said, so can you load the copier up on any chart, select the auto trader and have the URL input it? And that's about it. Yes. That's all. You don't have to do much more than that. All you're going to do is you can put the bot, as long as you have the URL in the right. So when you go here, you're going to go to automation, begin here. You're going to watch Introduction to Automation if you haven't yet. You're going to put the recommended broker. You're going to buy the cloud if you haven't done that yet. Once you purchase the cloud, you're going to move on to Trade Copier Automation. Trade Copier Automation. And you're going to watch this one that says Setting Up Automation Copier. Once you set it up, this is going to be a full video on how to set it up. So it doesn't matter what chart you put it on because it's a copier. Remember, guys, this is not an algorithm trader. It's a copier. It doesn't matter what chart you want. You don't have to put it on multiple charts. You put it on one chart. And all you do, let me see if I can press play real quick.
You got to take the good with the bad, right?
So I go over each setting. So I'm going to bring up, let me see, do I have it on this account? I don't think I do. Let me bring it up on the VPS. Actually, I just copy it over to this account. Make it easier. So I'm just going to throw it in here real quick so you can see it. I think I have it on here, but let me check. I think it is this one. Yep, it's this one. So let's talk about each setting, right? What does each setting mean? So guys, as far as, let me go. No, you don't have to drag the pair. All you do is drag the bot on any pair you want, any time frame. It doesn't matter because it's copying the trades. It's not looking for a trade by itself. So it doesn't matter. You can have it on, you can put it on any pair, any time frame, only put it on one pair. It doesn't matter what pair you do. Is that everyone clear on that? Cool. Yeah, so it's an easy setup. You just drag it over and you're done. So look, if you're in your cloud service, if you're in the cloud, let me bring my cloud up real quick so you can see it. If you're in the cloud, this is how the cloud service is gonna be, right? If you're in the cloud and you see this is all you're gonna do. You're gonna see this, you can drag it over whatever you want, drag it on top, and you're done. Yes, that's how you automate the stock. So we're gonna go over that next. So we're gonna go over each setting. But I'm gonna go over on my married trader, this married trader, because it's easier to move on. Let me bring it back up. If it's copy, why do each chart? No, I said don't do each chart. Someone asked me, do I do each chart? You only put it on one chart. Any chart you want. It doesn't matter what chart. You only do one chart. You literally just drag it on one chart and you're done. You don't add it on 100 different charts. You got one chart. That's it. Is everyone clear on that before I move forward? Because I feel like there's a lot of confusion. The robot works, but I found a glitch in there that my software developer is fixing, where it took one trade and then it just stops trading after that for some reason. But I found out the glitch, so we're gonna fix that because I'm actually about to release Rogue Recovery, and it's been doing really well. So I'm gonna release that soon, but let's just stay focused on this right now. So still confused? Lowell, did you even install the bot? Have you even started the automation training yet? Because a lot of you guys, if you're confused, you haven't started yet. So like, if you just go here in the training, then that's why you're confused. Don't worry about it. These questions people are asking are people who already started. It's not a hard setup. If you just follow the video, it's impossible to mess up. So you go here, once it's over, you go here, begin automation training. That's where you start. You just go step by step through here. The next step you're gonna go is click Trade Copier Automation Training. You're gonna click Trade Copier Automation. You're gonna watch this 15-minute video and you're done. So let's get into the actual nitty-gritty of things. For now, don't worry about how to do it. It's super easy. That's the least of our worries. I promise you. Now, let's talk about each setting. Activation email. The activation email is your email. So you have to be a paid member or it's not going to work, unfortunately, for you guys that are not active. Now, okay, someone said, once you set the automation, do you still have to do anything or will it always do it for you? Once you do the automation, you're done. You don't do anything else. So, the next thing, fixed. No, that's fine. 5K is totally fine. Now, before you ask me any more questions, guys, let's make it related to the topic at hand. Or do you have anything else to get off your chest before I move on to the actual topic at hand? Because I want to get started on actually going over the settings, but I can't. Y'all keep asking me random questions. Anyone have any other questions before I start? I want to start. Y'all ask me some random questions about anything. All right. Well, let's get started then. Now, any questions from now on? Let's stick to the topic of what we're talking about, because it's going to be hard if I'm talking about one thing and then you have a random question that has nothing to do with what we're talking about, and it kind of messes everyone else up. Any questions you have after this, I will gladly answer. But let's stick to the topic at hand. Let me know. Press the one below if you understand what I'm talking about. Cool. Because it's going to be real hard to get through this if, we keep changing subjects every 5 minutes. Cool. Now, fixed lot size. Fixed lot size, if you have this set to true, it will, right here, it will choose the lot size you want. So if you want to always have it at a 0.10, it's always going to take a 0.10. If you always want to have it at a 0.01, it's always going to do a 0.01. If you always want to have it at a 0.50 or 1.00, it's always going to do that. Let me know. Put 2 in the chat box if that makes sense. Perfect. If you set this to false, this doesn't matter anymore. Now we're looking at this. This is risk percentage. Exactly. This is on the train too. So risk percentage. This is what you're, instead of looking at instead of looking at it's going to risk what you choose. So if you want to risk 2% trade, it's going to risk 2% trade. If you want to risk 1% trade, it's going to risk 1% trade. If you want to risk half of 1%, that'd be a 0.5. If you want to do half of 1%, 0.05. Meaning, my point is this: you can be as conservative or aggressive as you want, but the cool part about it, guys, is that it does all the calculations for you. So what it does, let me bring up the messages. Let me bring the text up real quick. I need to change the color. Okay, what it does is stop loss. It calculates the stop loss. It calculates the account size, account equity, and it calculates the risk you chose. So let me move this around a little bit so you can see it better. Just per trade. So risk percentage. So we always use a stop loss. So based off of your equity, not your balance, your equity. Meaning if you're negative $40 and you have $1,000, it's gonna base it off of $960, not $1,000, because your current balance and open trades is $940, which is better because let's say you got multiple trades open, then you don't want to take certain lot sizes because you have multiple trades open, right? Because you still want to stay within your risk. So it does all the calculations for you. All you do is choose what you want to risk per trade. If you want to risk 1% every trade, totally fine. You want to risk 2% every trade, totally fine. If you want to risk 3% every trade, totally fine. If you want to risk 5% every trade, you can, but I don't recommend it. You can, look, if you have money to just be aggressive with, go for it. It ain't my money, it's your money. It's up to you. But that's what it's risking per trade. But think about it. If it's risking 5% per trade and we open 5 different trades up, that puts you at 25% risk. Versus if you have it at 1% risk and open up 5 different trades, you have 5% potential risk. But if you open up, if you have it at 0.50, it would, 0.50, that puts you at potential risk of, you have to have 10 trades to put you at 10% risk versus 5 trades. So the cool part about it, guys, is that it's hard. It does all the calculations for you. Now we got something else called account protection. What account protection means is if you have it at 5%, right, and your account balance is $1,000, and you're negative 5% of $1,000, it's going to close all trades, close your trades, and stop trading for 24 hours. So if we have a bad day, it protects your account. I don't recommend any lot size, Rodney, for your $5,000 account. I recommend that you do, oh, you're talking about, no, you said lot or risk. There's a big difference, Rodney. I don't recommend any lot size for a account. I recommend using the risk percentage. So I don't use a certain lot size because stop losses change all the time. So, and every trader that you're following has a different trading plan, right? You don't have to put your lot value to anything if you have this at false. It's only going to follow your risk. Yes. So look, here's the thing. Let me clarify this for those who are confused. If you set this to true, you choose your lot size. If you set this to false, you choose your risk, and the bot chooses your lot size based off the risk you choose. So the lot size will always be different because the risk will always be different on every trade. Does that make sense to you guys? What risk do I suggest for 5,000? Jeremy, so stupid. It depends on what you want to make. So here's the cool thing about the risk. It doesn't matter about your balance, especially if you're $1,000 plus. Your balance is insignificant. Your balance is insignificant because you're risking 1%. 1% is 1% of your account. So just use your common sense. The higher your risk, the more money you make. The lower your risk, the less money you make. So 1%, I would say, would be like a conservative risk. That means you're only risking 1% of your balance. So for example, on $100, I'm risking $10. No, actually, am I risking? I don't think I'm risking that much. That's 10% of my account. I'm risking like $1, right? But on a $1,000 account, I'm risking $10. Per trade. On a $5,000 account, if you have a $5,000 account, someone kept breaking up $1,000, you put 1% of trade, you're risking $50 a trade. 10% is a lot. I wouldn't do that because you're still missing the point. You're doing 1%, 2%, 3% per trade. So if you do 10%, 10 trades is 100% of your money. Exactly. That's why 1 to 3% is what I suggest. Now, if you don't want your account to close trades and stop trading for the day, I would set your risk account protection at 100. But I added this in here for people who want to protect their money at all costs. Some people say, look, I'll just win and lose. I don't want to stop. Some people say, look, if I lose 5%, just take me out the game for a day. If I lose 10%, I'll take me out the game for the day. But everyone's different, right? But be realistic. Don't have a 5% risk and a 5% account protection. That makes 0 sense. If you have a 5% risk account protection, I would do like a 0.50 or at most 1%. And 1% is kind of high. I would do at 1%. I'd do like an 8% risk because you want to have some wiggle room. You don't want to go 8%, 5% drawdown and then close out trades when you could just won the trades. Yeah, 3% you can make some money still. You know, 3% is good. It's aggressive, but it's healthy aggressive. Cool. Get live for master is pretty obvious. I wouldn't do that. Source for risk. You can choose balance or free margin. Free margin means the risk is going based off of your equity, which I recommend. Balance is going based off your closed profits. I suggest free margin. Now, the next part. I think it was T that asked me, there are certain trades that she wanted. Say, look, I want to do a 1%, 2%, 3% risk. But there are certain trades that I want to have a certain lot size. Not all the trades, not all the pairs, but there's certain pairs. I said, look, I want a certain pair to have this particular lot size. But the rest of them can be 2% risk. Are there people who's like, you know what? I would like to choose certain pairs to have a certain lot size, even if I do a 2% risk or a 3% risk. So what that means is this. Let's say that you don't want to have a set lot size and you want to do equity risk, so 2% risk. But let's say that you say you want gold to be, for example, always 0.05. And let's say that we always want Tesla to be a 0.05. But we want all the other pairs to be off of risk. So what I would do for gold, I'll put XAU, USD. I will put that colon, and I will put 0.05. Just like this, it tells you. Then I put a comma, and I want Tesla, TSLA, 0.04, for example. And let's say I want one more. Let's say I want, what's another pair? Let's say I always want NAS 100 to be 0.100. I mean 0.01, no matter what. So that, and then do 0.01. And now all other pairs are going to use risk percentage, but these three pairs are going to use a set lot size. Type of two below if you understand. Dope. Yeah, I be thinking about you guys, man. Like, y'all can thank T for that. T's like, yo, just in case I need to be able to change my lot size on certain pairs. I'm like, all right, let me go tell my developer, let's add that for you. I appreciate it, Marquise. Excluded pairs and included pairs. Let's talk about those two. Now, the difference between both of them is they tell you they're very self-explanatory. Excluded pairs mean these are pairs you want to exclude. So, for example, if I don't want Google, I'll put Goog, right? But let's say that you don't want mostly 99% of the pairs and you only want 2 pairs to copy, right? Well, who wants to write 99 pairs? So you always delete this and say, look, I only want gold. Now, it's only going to copy gold trades no matter what. It's not going to copy no other trades if you do included symbols only. But if you don't want to just trade a couple of pairs, you leave this blank and you just pick excluded just to take away a couple of pairs that you don't want. Does that make sense to you guys? Type a 5 below if that makes sense. Yes, if you want all trades, put nothing. Don't put nothing if you want all trades. All pairs. All pairs. So, someone asked me about how can they pick who they want to follow. We're going to get to that. Don't worry. Max order count. Max order count. This means how many pairs do you want to be allowed open on your account at one time? So if I choose 4, if I have 4 trades currently open and a signal provider calls a 5th trade, it will not open because I only want 4 trades at a time open on my account. Let me know if that makes sense. Perfect. Max order per symbol. How many? Max order per symbol means how many symbols are you going to be allowed open at one time? So let's say you're following multiple people, right? And 2 people call gold. If you set it to 1, it's only going to follow one of their trades. So if a person calls gold and another person calls gold, it's not going to open 2 golds. If you set it to 2, it's going to only open 2 golds. If you set it to 0, it's going to just open as many trades as you want. Exactly, Douglas. You don't have to do any calculations. All right, cool. Tommy asked me, but what if, because one of my brokers, FTC broker, has NV, NVDA, we just naturally don't copy that one because our broker that we're using don't have that right now. We're going to add it though, Tommy, I promise you. We're going to have every pair soon, just not right now. We're going to have every stock and share pair. We're working on that starting next week for like NVIDIA and stuff. Okay, Steph says, if I pick all, does my account size matter or does it consider that too? Steph, could you clarify all of what? Meant to ask this at the point for symbols. Fair enough. Okay, cool. So Steph, what's your question again? If I pick all, does their account size matter or does it? Yes, you have to rewrite that one for me. And while you're doing that, let's talk about trading days. Now, if you want to have every single trading day, leave this blank. If you want specific trading days, you have to write out each trading day that you want. So if you don't want Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you have to write out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like this. And you have to have it capital letters. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If you want to exclude Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. If you want Sundays, Sunday. If you want all of them, leave it blank. Type a 1 below if that makes sense. Pretty simple tool, but pretty powerful at the same time. Now, someone asked me about someone asked me about how you pick your channels. So right now we only have 3 channels. I'm working on over time, I want about 10 different channels. Now, obviously, I don't want you to copy out 10, but I like to give people choices. So right now we have King Pips, TP1 only. Stock and gold trades, TP1 only. And I have a person that you can't see that's taking trades called Swing Trader. And they call indices, they do regular pairs, and they scalp too. I just call them Swing Trader, but they do a mix of everything. They're just a mix of everything, right? So you can choose between Swing Trader, King Pips, TP1 only, Stock and Gold, TP1 only. Now, it's going to sound confusing because I just messed up the names, but I'm just going to keep them that way now. Signal TP1, and if you go here, I'll tell you which one. So if you want king pips, you need to type in signal TP1. If you want stock and gold channel, type in signal TP2. If you want swing trader, you type in swing trader. If you want all three, you type all three. So I'm gonna show you how to type all three real quick, right? So if I only want king pips, I would keep it like this. If I wanted only stock and gold, I would change it to this. If I wanted, let's say I wanted all three, I would do this, comma, no space, signal TP2. That's if I wanted those two. I wanted both of those. That's good. That's why I want to add swing trader. Then I'll do comma, swing trader. Now, let's say that you wanted to have these on 3 different MT4 accounts to compare all 3 of them, right? Or maybe you have 3 different live accounts and you want all of them to trade 3 different live accounts. You have 5 licenses. So if you wanted to, you can add swing trader 1 to one account. You can add swing trader 2 to one account. And not swing trader, signal TP2 to one account, which is stock and gold. And you can add swing trader to a 3rd account if you want 3 different accounts. So if you can have them all trade one account, or you can have them trade 3 different accounts, because you have a license of 5. So you can have 5 different accounts if you want. Let me read the thing. Sorry, I got kicked out from the airport. If I choose, so yes, you can have them on 3 different accounts. I'm about to read these messages. I know y'all about to ask me a bunch of questions. Sorry, I got kicked out the airport. If I choose to let it trade everything like you mentioned, does my account size need to be a certain amount? Or consider it's going to consider your account based off your equity anyway. So if you have a bunch of trades open, let's say that you're negative, let's say you have a 5,000 account, you're negative 1,000 because you have so many trades open. Well, it's going to read your account like it's 4,000, and when it takes a trade, it's going to determine the lot size stuff based off $4,000, not $5,000. And like I said, you can control how many pairs you are allowed to open anyway. So if you're following a bunch of traders, but you only want to allow a certain amount of pairs, let's say you only want 4 pairs, you can choose 4. Let's say you only want 5 pairs, you can choose 5. So it won't open up a 6th trade unless the 5th one of those trades close. If you have the 0, it's going to take every single trade that every copy does. Great. So the next question. Which channel is best for scalping? I don't know. It's not. None of them really scalp. I think King Pip goes for like what 20 pips at TP1. So I guess that's kind of a scalp. Not really. Let me see. Which do you think is the safest risk possible would be for? It's not about. It's just about numbers at that point. So it's not about the safe. The safest risk is obviously the lower the number you have. So if you have a risk percentage of 0.1%, 1% is a 1% risk. If you want a safer risk, you go behind the 1. You do 0.9. That's a little bit less than 1%. 0.5. That's half of 1%. 0.1. That's a 1/10 of 1%. 0.05 is half of that 0.1%. So as every decimal place you go over, it's going to calculate your lot size. Obviously, this far is too overkill to me personally. I say 1%, 2%, 3%, or super conservative, 0.5, 0.3, 0.1. 0.1 being the super most conservative you can do. 0.5, 0.3 being super conservative but not as conservative. 0.5 being conservative also. 1% being standard. So 0.5 is conservative. 1% be like the standard, what they would always do, right? But if you want to be more conservative on your trades, you do less. Someone said, will you eventually do chart and chill? I don't know, because we wanted to keep chart and chill educational, and we wanted to basically put some skin in the game, and it's kind of hard to automate chart and chill. So we're probably never going to automate chart and chill, but we are going to have a special group where you can learn how to trade like Chart and Chill for people who want to learn how to trade like Chart and Chill. And we'll give you more information about that later. But we're going to still keep Chart and Chill like an educational type of signal group. Where you can actually learn how to trade. So yeah, we're gonna keep Chart and Chill. I like Chart and Chill because it's educational. What I like about Chart and Chill is we're gonna copy this one, and we're gonna copy this one, but Chart and Chill we're gonna keep like educational where you can actually learn how to trade and stuff like that. Any other questions y'all have? And if you want, once you're ready to set your stuff up, guys, just go here and begin here. And I promise you, it's not hard to set up. This is already the easiest setup of automation you're ever gonna do in your life. The only reason that this video is even like this trade copy video is only 15 minutes long is because I'm explaining each setting, but that's all. So let me read some more real quick. Mike says, because I didn't realize people hitting me up a question and answer box. Mike said, what if I want a certain channel to risk a certain percent per trade? What I would do is add it on a second chart and just keep it separate. So I'll say, okay, that's what, or like I said, you could choose a certain lot size, Mike. For example, swing trade risk 5%, 2%. Yeah, you can do that. Just have to put them on two different charts. Or like I said, if you want to have that a set lot size, you can use that feature. What if I want to do certain channels to risk certain percent trade? So yeah, hopefully, Mike, that answers your question. Just do two different charts. So you know, one chart's gonna have all the stuff, and if you want to risk like a 2% on a different chart, just have it at the bottom on the second chart. That way, it's gonna follow one channel at this risk. It's gonna follow another channel at different risk. So basically, Mike said, okay, what if I want to do 3% risk on King Pips, but I want to do a 2% risk on stock and gold? I would just add the bot on the second chart and just make sure that that's only following that channel with those parameters. Does that make sense, Mike? And everyone else? Cool. All right, and look, guys, I want to give a disclaimer, guys. You're going to win. You're going to have some really good weeks, and you're going to have some bad weeks. But over time, it's going to win. 90% of the time, it's going to win most of the time, right? But I always tell people, don't get discouraged when you lose. The good thing about this bot is, like, if you're risking 1%, a bad day might be 5% of your account, 10% of your account, you know. But the good day might be 10, 20, 30% of your account, 40% of your account. So, yeah, like, you might, instead of you having, I'm talking about bad day or bad week. You know, it don't matter. You might have a good week and a bad day. I'll give you an example. I had a 70% week, but I had a 10% bad day. Or it could be a bad week. You know, you never know, right? So account protection. Someone asked me to go over account protection again. Account protection is very simple. You cash out when you want. It's your money. So I suggest, you know, it depends on how aggressive you are. If you double your account, take out your $5,000. No, just if you double your account, take your money out and just start. Now you got play money. When you double your account, take your money out and then keep the other free money in there. I never understand why people just keep all the money in there. They just made double their money. Now, account protection. This how account protection works. If I set this to 10% and my account, let's say I have $1,000 and I go negative $100, it's going to close my account at $100 loss and it's not going to trade for 24 hours. It's not going to copy no trades. It's not going to lose no more trades or win any trades. It's going to stop trading for 24 hours. After that, it's going to reopen again and start looking for trades again. And it's not going to turn off again until it loses 10% again or whatever you choose at this time. Or if you choose 5%, do that. If you choose 20%, if you do 100%, it's never going to turn off until you blow your account. And it's the thing, it's hard to blow your account anyway, guys, because if you have a 1%, 2%, 3% risk, you will have to lose like 100 trades in a row on a, for example, you have to lose like 0.05. You have to lose a lot of trades to even blow your account. Like, we'll have to be losing 1 billion times. So, yes, I have. It does well. I'm not going to give you no settings. I would say just do low risk on FTMO because it doesn't copy the indices yet. I know how I can make a copy the indices. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I'm going to spend this month working on FTMO settings for you guys so y'all can pass the FTMO. But I'm not going to give you no FTMO to like maybe July because I want to test as much as possible. If you want guys to help me, you can test also. And I'm going to come up with an FTMO copier also where I know it's like proven stuff that can work for FTMO also. Yes, if someone's losing a lot, but it depends too. If they're losing a lot, it's hard for me to say. They would have to lose like 3 months in a row, like 2 months in a row, 2 or 3 months in a row. Because I think reason people can't win in Forex is because they have to be satisfied every month. And you're never going to go in your life if you have to be satisfied every month. So Dallas asked me basically, like, when you place a trade, they do bad. Yes, if they're doing bad every month. But if you have a bad day or a bad week or a bad month, it just happens. I promise you. There's no one in the world that's never had a bad day, bad week, or bad month. So I always take that in consideration because you can miss out on some really good traders because they just had an off month or off day or off week. Does that make sense to you guys? The good thing about it is that with our risk protection, it's hard to blow an account with this type of setup, right? Y'all agree with that, right? And it's super like unless you're doing some crazy stuff like 10% a trade, then yeah, you might have a chance of blowing your account because that's crazy, right? But you can also like 300%, 400% your money in like super fast. Yeah, you can, but it's up to you. Look, I'll tell you this. I don't get mad at greedy people. I get mad at greedy people who get mad when they take an L for being greedy. I like doing greedy stuff, but I understand what comes with greed or the possibility, right? So you can choose 1% of trade, 2% of trade, 3% trade. That's why I recommend anywhere between 0.05 is overkill. Between 0.5 to 1, 0.5 being conservative, 1 being standard, 2 being semi-aggressive, 3 being aggressive. Anything over that is like super aggressive to me personally. Cool. Any other questions? Now, guys, let me know if you're going to do this for me. And I don't want y'all to play me, man, because I thought we're friends, right? Because a lot of y'all, I'll be like, all right, hey, let's do this for me. And then y'all just act like I never said anything, right? Let me see, 10% account protection for 5,000 or 20%. I don't know what you're going to be doing, Rodney. So I'm just going to tell you. You choose your account protection off of 2 things. If you are going to be super risky, the higher your risk is, the higher your account protection needs to be. The lower your risk is, the lower your account protection needs to be. So just think about this. If you might, on average, have 5 trades, right? And you're risking 1% a trade. That means, for example, 1% of trade, that means that 5 trades can be a potential 5% easily hit. Just because it's in drawdown. So that's 5% is a little risky, right? At 1%. Because 5 trades, if they all in drawdown at 1%, then you kind of like in trouble. But let's say you had 10% for 1%. That makes more sense because now you got a little more wiggle room, right? Now, if you have 2%, so what I would say is every 1% you do, do 10% account protection. So 30%, 30% account protection. I don't use account protection personally. I just let them ride. I lose or win. They got stop losses. But for those who want to do that, I totally understand also. So they usually do like 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5. So if you want to let them ride, I would put cap protection at 100%. Because you got to remember, they still use the stop loss. So it's like, it's just going to hit a stop loss anyway. And they might take another trade and win the next trade. It's not like the thing about risk protection is just to give people peace of mind. But I personally don't mind losing 5% because, okay, they might win 2% that day. But I didn't get that extra 2% because, I closed the trades out for the rest of the day. But I might have avoided 2% loss, extra loss, if I just closed the trade. So I like to give people options. That's what I like to do. Everyone's different, There are going to be people with huge accounts where they're going to be doing low risk, and 5% is going to be easy for them because they're going to do like a 0.01 on a $50,000 account. But it's so big that it's never going to hit that 5%. And if it does, cool, it's only 5% of your account. So I'll say that I feel like the account protection is better for like big accounts where they're doing super low risk trades, and so worst case scenario, they just out. But for small accounts, I really don't. I would just let it ride personally, but that's in my personal opinion. You can do what you want. That's why I gave the option. So I'm gonna any more questions before I end this webinar? If y'all good, give me a 5. 5, 5, 5. Cool. Now, before I end it, I'm going to talk about one more thing. Now, I've added is pink. They got a risk reward. It's I'm gonna put it on YouTube. I got you. Pip King risk reward. Pip King risk reward. If you're going for TP2, it's a 1 to 3. If you're going to TP1, it's a higher stop loss than TP1. But they win a lot, so it's pretty decent. Can you connect MT4 with a live Forex web account? I guess you can, yeah, but I would just use the cloud service that we have right here. It's on the web also. See, we're on the website. Now, the thing I was going to talk about next is who thinks, as they keep using the product and they're making money, that they would love to like refer friends to this. Now, just to give you an example, I'll be making cool pictures like this all the time also. I give out King Pip's signals for free as of now. I'm not gonna do it forever, but it's a good promotion tool, right? Now, I gave a comparison. These are King Pip's trades. These are the automation trades. They're identical, right? The only difference is that who's ever missed a trade because they're asleep at 4 o'clock in the morning and ain't no one up 4 o'clock in the morning looking for a signal. Or they're just not paying attention, or they're at work, or a million other reasons why, right? So even though I give these signals out for free for now, you can let your friends know, hey, look, I have a free signal group where we give out free Forex signals. But what if they decide, look, I need this automated. Yeah, I'm winning sometimes, but I'm missing enough trades. And who's ever complained, or Harrison complained about, I would do it, but I keep missing some of the trades, man. That sucks, right? Now, you say, look, well, you're part of the free group. Hey, come on to the paid side. We'll be making money, right? And automate those signals that you like so much. And you'll get more signals. You're going to get stock and gold signals. You're going to get swing trading. We're going to have 10 different channels by the time I'm done. So that being said, my point is this, guys. it's very easy to promote our group because we give people free signals. You can refer 100 people to this group, and if 10 people convert or 15 people convert, let's say you refer 100 people to a free Forex signal education group. It's free. Through networking, through Instagram, whatever, right? 100 people. And let's say, give me a number, out of 100 free people taking signal seriously, how many do you think might convert? Let me know. 80? I appreciate it. That's a lot. But yeah, thank you. I love the confidence in our product. Can we say like 40 people then? We'll say 40. Yeah, probably like 40 to half, right? Definitely you actually trying to get them involved. So we'll say 50 people. We'll say 50. So 50 people, you gave them free signals. 50 people convert. You make $75 a person. You make $3,750 a month. Who can use $3,750 a month from just sharing free signals where they can either still make money or they can upgrade and get all our other products for just $150 a month, like nothing, all right? Now, I'm gonna give you some even more sauce, guys. If you refer 100 people and at least 10 people, you're gonna get a milestone award. And as long as at least 10 people have signed up out of your 100 people, we're gonna just throw you $100, you know? So a lot, who's been an affiliate of us and said, you know, I wish I could see all the people I've invited to the group, even if they didn't pay yet. Like I just invited them through my link and I wanted to see, like, even if they didn't pay yet, I just want to know how many people I've invited to the link. So we've added that because you guys have asked for it. So if you go to the bot and you go and click affiliate _ stats, or with the thing, it's going to give you total paid invites, total invites. Now, this is my dummy account, obviously, so there's nothing on here. But it's going to give you all the people that you invited. It's going to tell you all the people that paid you. And you already know that we pay every single day. So it tells you your pending pay, but we pay every day. So, you know, every day at 5 p.m. we pay you. So if you refer 3 people today, you're going to get $75 times 3 today. So that's another way you're going to get paid. So you're going to get paid every day from automation. You're going to get every day. And another question. Someone asked me, who wants to still take chart and chill trades even if they have the automation on the same account? Let me know in the chat box. So, you know, I want to take chart and chill trades. Can I do that on the automation? I like these trades. These trades are crazy, right? Yes, you can. You can take these trades on the automation account with the copier. Now, that being said, I still want you to use proper risk management if you're going to do that. So you can get educated, and I'm going to give you more information later on how to, if you want to learn from them personally, where we're going to have a group just discussing charts, marking charts up, saucing you guys up. But any more questions, guys, before I let you guys go? I think that's everything that we have to offer. We're going to be like giving out milestone awards. We're going to, and here's a sneak peek. We're going to attempt, I'll let you know, guys, we're working on it right now. We're developing something. I'll just tell you guys later. I ain't gonna tell you right now. Okay, I'll tell you guys later. Just know it's gonna be cool. Yes, you can copy US 30 trades from and NAS 100 trades from Swing Trader. I didn't say that. I said that right now it's not trading to FTMO, but to your regular account, it's going to trade just fine. So if you want US 30, it's going to copy US 30 trades, NAS 100, SPX, oil, all those trades, Bitcoin, everything to your account. It's just not going to do it to FTMO account right now, as far as the indices. But your regular account is going to definitely copy it to it. In like a week or two, it's going to do for FTMO also. Any other questions? I mean, technically, you can use this AutoTrader for FTMO. The thing is, the AutoTrader works for FTMO. I'm just not going to give you all those settings because I don't like giving out stuff until I've done it myself. So I suggest if you do it, if you have money, you can do a $10,000 account or $25,000 account and put the copier on there. Remember, you got 5 licenses, so you can put it on one of them and just mess around with it, or put it on a demo. But I would say if I had to give you a suggestion, I would do a 0.5% risk and put my account protection at 4% risk. I'm working on a new marketing stuff. I'm working on a whole new marketing stuff this week for you guys. Oh, I'm glad I remember. And I'm going to do an opportunity call this Thursday. So I'm going to send that out Wednesday. So I'm going to discuss different stuff and talk about it. So if you want to invite guests, you can. When change your settings, I'm not sure what you mean, Mary. Could you say that over for me? But yeah, so I'm gonna do an opportunity call every Thursday at 8 p.m. and I'm gonna pick another day too, maybe Sunday, and I'm just gonna discuss what we have to offer, and you can invite guests. And the good thing about it is everyone they invite should join because it's free. Worst case scenario, they just join for free, and then if they want to become a paid member, they can. If they don't, they want to be a free member. That's totally fine. Every member is important. Any other questions? Oh, when you update your lot size, yes, it does. As soon as you update your bot, the next trade is going to use the new risk percentage you chose. So if you do a super low one and you want to change to something higher, and you want to start low and kind of move up little by little, you can. So let's say you say, you know what, I don't know exactly what to do. Let me do a 0.5 risk. Okay, that's too small. Let me do a 0.1. A 1.0. Oh, that's too small. Let me do a 2.0. So and when you change it, the next trade that comes in is going to calculate that risk based off that lot size you chose, Mary. You're welcome. Cool, guys. It's a pleasure. I'm going to do these calls every Tuesday at 8 p.m. because I feel like it's necessary to have these calls for new people, for sure. And because I just be literally coming up with new stuff all the time. So I can see how I could be confusing if I just keep coming up with stuff and no one knows what's going on. And we're going to be coming out with some live Forex education. Also for you guys, for those who want to learn how to trade. It's not going to be from Chart and Chill, but it's going to be from a profitable trader also. He's going to teach you a cool skill set. I'm not sure if we're going to keep that for you or premium members, where it's a new role we're going to come out with. So I haven't decided yet. But at the end of the day, guys, I feel like, let me know if you feel like right now, at $150 a month, what we offer right now, that you feel like this is enough value for $150, like $150. Like $100, you get you get Forex education, you get indicators, you get automation, you get signals, you get an affiliate program, you get 50% commission. See, he's like, I got 165. Well, yeah, 165 technically, right? Yeah, everything that you have now will never change the price. Ever. 150 across. I have something more coming out that might be a little bit more, but it's not gonna change the price of what you have now. It's gonna be like, okay, if you want mentorship from Chart and Chill, it's gonna be for certain members that want to pay a little bit more. If you want like a personal mentorship, but if you don't want none of that and you just want to just take advantage of all the products we have now, I keep 99% of my products into the 150 a month package. It's just the stuff that's going to take time out of my trader's day. I need to charge a little bit more if it's like, okay, these group of people want your attention to talk to them personally. Well, okay, cool. They should be able to pay more if they want that person's attention to talk to. If that makes sense. But if you don't want to talk to these people, you just want to make money on automation, if you just want to make money copy and pasting, you just want to take money, that's fine too. So, but I don't like anything I create software wise. I never charge more, ever. It's just I understand that people that I have working with me, time is valuable also. So if they want that person's time, they got to pay a little bit more. But like I said, it's not for everybody. I don't think everyone needs to be on that membership. It's for people who really want to be on that membership. There are people who's like, I want that. I'll pay a little bit more. And there are people like, I don't care about none of that. Okay, cool. Then just don't pay that. You're going to be perfectly fine, whatever membership you have. I got people on a free membership making money. I got them all. Whatever level you want, you're going to make some money. So, okay, cool, guys. I thank you guys for being on this webinar. And I'm looking forward to guys in the future. We got a lot more stuff coming. Who wants to learn stocks and options? Let me know if you want to learn stocks and options. Type a 2 below you. Who's been heard about stocks and options? I want to copy and paste some stocks and options. Cool. So options I'm going to offer to the paid members. That's on the 150 package as a signal. The stock options we're going to probably offer for free as an incentive for people to join our group for free. Which can help the affiliates, get people a part of it who want to learn stocks. So stocks will be free, options will be paid. So that's the next thing that we're going to be adding, most likely next week. So yeah, we're going to be coming up. Like we just talking and everything. You're welcome.